Good morning. It's time once again for another installment of Your Life Matters with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks. And Dr. Beth joins us in studio once again on a Monday. How are we doing, Doctor?
I'm good, Mike. How are you?
Doing all right. This is a day where a lot of people maybe aren't doing all right because it's tax time and tax day and kind of an anxious time for folks, right?
Well, it is. And, and it just occurred to me, for all the times and all the years that we've been meeting, we've never fallen right on tax day. So today when I thought, this is probably a good time to talk about the anxiety that can come with taxes.
People could be filling them out as we speak and
they're probably
pulling their hair out.
Yeah, probably ignoring us right now, thinking, right. I can't listen to you, I can't listen. Hey, so I would like to think about, what triggers the anxiety with taxes. So usually it's words or thoughts or concepts. So I don't know if you have any, but I made a little list. Audit is my favorite.
Yeah, that's a scary one.
Yeah, that my stomach just dropped. Garnishing wages.
Oh.
Even the word income, because I always think, how does the IRS define that? I mean, I know what the word means.
Yeah.
But have you ever noticed that when you go to do your taxes, they don't always, what you think it means and what they think it means don't match? Yeah,
and it's not always clear. They ask you questions and you're like, well, I think it's this. And you look back and you try to get all the stubs and the information. They want stuff from maybe last year. And I think that's where a lot of the anxiety comes in, the fear of filling it out wrong or missing something and
yes,
the penalties.
Yeah, and I've got every stub but one.
Right.
And you think, okay, where can I get that? You should be able to get it. And it's just the anxiety keeps going and going and going. So, like even things like levies, and when people don't realize that if you get money from an estate, that's going to be taxed.
Yeah.
You sell a business, it's going to be taxed. So there's all these surprises. And the word we really want to see is refund.
That's a nice word, but you don't always get that. Unfortunately.
Right. So when we think about the things that make us anxious about tax day, it's kind of the same stuff that makes us anxious about everything else. Number one, it's important. We know that we have an obligation to contribute to the common good. And this is the way our country has decided to do it over the years. And actually, when I looked it up, most of the tax laws for income tax were developed in the 1920s and 30s. They had other things intermittently, but that was there. But it's important, and we can tell because there is a deadline, there are rules, and there are fines. And we always sometimes think, okay, it's such a big country, maybe they won't notice if we don't do it right or don't do it right away or don't do it at all.
They find a way to find you if you're...
Ultimately, yeah, and that's why we know it's important, and that makes us anxious. And it's confusing, as we just said. It doesn't mean what we expect. So the way we start reacting to this, we react to other anxieties the same way. We start thinking the what if. Well, what if I forgot something? What if I can't find something? What if I can't pay? What if?
Yeah.
Now, those things stop us, and those aren't even reality yet, because you don't know that you didn't find something. Then we do those anxious behaviors. I'll do it tomorrow. I have more time tomorrow. I'll collect all the things today and then I'll do it tomorrow. Or I'll file for an extension.
The extension,
yeah. Which only postpones the anxiety.
Yes.
And lets it build for another couple months.
You still got to do it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes we give up. It doesn't matter. I can't do this. My favorite, I don't believe in taxes. We believe. Well, yeah. So what we want to do is the greatest antidote to anxiety is action. We want to start beginning today from now on. Start with the system. Even if it's a shoebox and you put all your receipts in the same box, every time, every week, every month, whatever. Do it any way you want. Do it electronically. If you don't know what words mean, you don't have to. Call somebody who knows. Make an appointment. There are many people who will help you. Not social workers, probably. Accountants, tax preparers.
People that do it all the time.
Right, exactly. And then, putting a little money aside all throughout the year just in case you have to pay extra taxes. Then it's not such a big deal. I mean, it'll hurt, but at least it's not a surprise. Because your life matters, and we don't want to get caught up in that.
Yeah. I like that one line. The greatest antidote for anxiety is action. Good advice for folks, whether it's tax day or any day, if you're dealing with something, to act and help get that behind you, and you'll feel a lot better. All right, go to safeharboril.com to find out more. You can listen to this show, get resources on any of the topics we've